everyone. It's your pal Wade McElwain here. How you doing? Good. It's lockdown still. I know. I had nothing to do with it. Despite what people are saying online, it had nothing to do with me. What I have been doing, though, is making quizzes for y'all, or for you all. I've been making just some fun quizzes. I know the first lockdown, that this is 28th lockdown. In lockdown number 1, I said I'm going to make a quiz every day. I also said I was going to wash and shave every day. So, in terms of pub quiz, I wanted to make pub quizzes. I know there's a lot of pubs out there and bars, if you're in North America, or whatever you call it, wherever you live. A lot of pub quizzes were around, so people could enjoy a quiz. I used to host them in pubs across the UK, as you can tell from the accent. But you put on the quiz, everyone would just watch and get along. It was great, but obviously with COVID and lockdown and all this crap, people haven't been able to. It's hard for quiz masters to get in, and for a lot of pubs, trying to get people back into their pubs, it's very difficult. So for a lot of landlords and pubs out there, I thought, hey, I will make you guys some pub quizzes, put it on my YouTube channel. All you have to do is hit play, download an answer sheet if you like, put that in, boom, bang, there you go. And this pub quiz will play for about an hour. The first one played for about an hour. Each one plays for about an hour, so you can just put it on, take a little break in between if you like, so you can break it up a bit. So anyone who's playing along with the quiz can have some fun, go out and smoke a fag, as we say here in the UK. That's not a hate crime, although it does sound a bit like one. Or have a drink, or whatever you want to do. So the dealio in this pub is I have made you a 40-question quiz. The quiz is out of 73 points in total. That's right, 73 points. The quiz is broken down into 2 rounds of 20 questions each. First round, 20 questions. Second round, 20 questions. Now, look, I have made the questions around a minute each for each one. 2 minutes for a little bit longer. Yes, you can cheat and then just go and Google it, you loser. No one's going to like you. Or you play along with this quiz. Have some fun. It's a little engaging with it. Answer with your friends. Play along. Get your friends. You all start at the same time. Everyone plays a quiz. Or again, if you're in a pub, just hit play in the pub and let this go on the YouTube channel. I don't know if there's commercials in there. Sometimes they do. I mean, unless you're like me and you subscribe for a YouTube professional, that is the best use of... I'm kidding. No one ever pays for YouTube professional. What are you, crazy? Speaking of crazy, let's get into my quiz. Are we ready? 40 questions. Round 1 has 20 questions. At the end of round 1, I will give you the answers to the first 20 questions. Are we ready to do this? Okay, everyone. It is Wade McElwain's free pub quiz number 2. Let's do this. Let's get on to question number 1. McElwain here, and I thought, hey, let's do the answers to this one, questions and answers. That's how we do it. Answers to round one in this quiz. How do we do? Did you guys feel good about this one? This quiz, first round, was out of 35 points. I will tell you how much question is worth for each one. 35 points in total. Do you feel good about that? 35 points. Let's start with question one. What 2002 movie was the first to top 100 million on opening weekend? It was Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Question two, from which South American country is Pele? He's from Brazil. 1 point. 1 point for the first one as well. What actor was released from prison in 1949 after serving time for marijuana possession? It's actually quite a serious crime in 49. That was the actor Robert Mitchum. You might recognize him from some great movies, but I recognize him as one of Hollywood's first potheads. Question four, what family lives in this house? He's a shoe salesman, and they get up to a lot of madcap shenanigans. It's the Bundys. Question number five in The Hangover, who wakes up first? It's, I think we know this guy. If you remember the movie, it is Stu. Stu wakes up first. Question number six, what inventor released his Kodak? Flexible rolled film in 1889. You'd think it was George Kodak, but it's not. It's actually George Eastman, the brains behind it all. Question seven, what is the opening line to Auld Lang Syne? It should old acquaintance be forgot. Question number eight, the Battle of Stamford Bridge in 1066 marked the last invasion of Britain by what people? It wasn't the French, it wasn't the Americans, it was, however, the Vikings. Ho, 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 the Vikings. That's exactly the chant that they would always say. Question number nine, who became the first female baseball player in 1931? You should know this. First female baseball player. A lot of people not very up on women's sports, but Jackie Mitchell. Jackie Mitchell. Question number 10. I asked you to name the albums. A, The Division Bell. B, Dookie. Question C, how's the Holy? And D, Aladdin Sane. Question number 11. What Norwegian was picked as the first UN Secretary General? It's Trygve. Trygve. Yeah, you'd have to, I'll show that clip to that one later. Question 12. Which network aired the first, what network aired the first ever gardening special? That's a TV program, In Your Garden, in 1936. 1936, good year for it. It was BBC did that. Question number 13. What professional sports league was started with 5 teams in 1917? Hardly any of those teams win. You might have heard when they become the original 6. It's the NHL, National Hockey League. Question 14. Name the artist and the actress. He's crazy. She was stunning. We're talking Salvador Dali and Raquel Welch. Question number 15. What Soviet peace activist won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1975? Soviets winning peace prizes in 75. Andrei Sakharov. Andrei Sakharov. Right between the Sakharovs. Number 16. Name these old celebrities. First one was Tom Hanks. Second one, Marilyn Manson, a.k.a. Brian Warner. He might want to go back to that name after all the charges coming out. And Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin still could throw a punch back then and hit a 15-year-old paparazzi in the jaw. Question 17. Which German astrologer discovered his third law of planetary motion? In 1618. It was Johannes Kepler. That was worth 1 point. Question number 18. In which video game series would you encounter Sarah Kerrigan? That's StarCraft, worth 1 point. Question 19. Which Mary Shelley novel was published anonymously in 1818? It's Frankenstein, aka the modern Prometheus. That's worth 1 point. And name the Game of Thrones characters. 10 points possible here if you can see all the animated characters. There are 10 points. The first 2 points are Jon Snow and his dog Ghost. We then have Arya Stark, Bran Stark, and Hodor, Hodor, Hodor. Then it's Khal Drogo. Then it's Daenerys Targaryen. And you also get a point for each one of her dragons. Drogon, Viserion, and Rhaegal. That's a total of 10 points. That means the first round, 35 points. Did you get 35 points? 35 points in total for that first round. How did we do? Did we do well? That's it, 35 points. We're going to now move on to round 2. So what you want to do is just have a little break, shake it all off, shake it off. Not going to get a YouTube violation on this one. And then we're ready to start round 2. Are you ready to start round 2? Let's do it. I'm going to do the answers now again. Answers to the free pub quiz number 2. This is round 2. Hopefully you've done well in the first round. Was out of 35 points. Round 2. Round 2 here is a total of 38 points. 38 points, 3 more points than you got in the first round. That's a total of 73 points in total. 73 points in total for this quiz. Question number 21. Question 21 was an anagram. Basically, that's where you mix the letters around and form something new. I asked you to create someone famous with Beer Gang Truth. Beer Gang Truth. I was looking for Greta Thunberg. Greta Thunberg. Question, that was worth 1 point. Question 22, which Frenchman won and declined the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1964? This crazy guy, he always does stuff like this. Jean-Paul Sartre. Question number 23, what are the two rival kingdoms in the movie The Princess Bride? This is worth 2 points. 1 point for Florin and the second point for Gilder. Question number 24, which Ford flop was released in 1957? We're talking the Edsel. We're talking the Edsel. Question number 25, which company released the Lisa computer in 1983? Kind of the Edsel of this company, Apple. Apple. 1 point for that one. Question 26, worth 4 points. Tell me who the names of these South Parkers. The first guy, Mr. Slave. I'm not gonna do impressions. The number 2 is Pip Parip. C is Token Black, and D, Tally. Oh man, I'm so high right now. I got no idea what's going on. That was a bad impression, but I do love me a Tally. Question 27, which 1929 U.S. toy was credited to Filipino immigrant Pedro Flores? It's an invention he made. It's the yo-yo, worth 1 point. Question 28, who are these two celebrities? Maybe they hooked up in a bygone age, but in this point, it is Ronald Reagan, future president, and Marilyn Monroe, future not. Question number, that was 2 points in total. Question 29, how many goals were scored in the 1998 World Cup final? There were 3 goals scored, all by France, as they beat Brazil 3-0. Question, that's 1 point. Question number 30, name these movies. 2 movies impossible here, 2 movies held here. One is Leon the Professional. I know it's Leon, and then they call it The Professional in North America, but it's technically Leon in France. Leon the Professional, just get into it. And the question number, the part 2 of that one is The Goonies. 2 points in total for that one. Question 31, what geek convention was first held in San Diego in 1970? Comic-Con. You'd see all the zygotes from the Big Bang Theory there. 1 point for that. Question 32, who is this English actor? He's kissed more Americans than herpes. It's Richard Dawson. I don't actually know if he has, but if you've ever watched the old Family Feud, he kissed everybody. Question number 33. Name the movies from the quotes. Death by Stereo. That's from The Lost Boys. And the second part, lunch. You gotta be kidding me. Lunch is for wimps. That's Wall Street. 2 points in total for that one. 1 is for Lost Boys. 2 is for Wall Street. Question number 34. How many disciplines in a biathlon? Well, if you go by, you go 2 ways. That means here's 2. Question number 35. Name all 4 1972 babies. All these babies were born in 1972. We had Idris Elba, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Carl Urban, and Cameron Diaz. 4 points in total for that one. Question 36. Alphabetically, which team is first in the Premier League? But this could always change because the Premier League, you can get relegated in this one. But generally, the answer I'm going for is Arsenal. Arsenal. Question number 37. Some people would have said Aston Villa, but R becomes before S, so no. Question 37. Which U.S. nuclear facility suffered a catastrophic meltdown in 1979? I was very young for this one, but it was called 3 Mile Island. Question number 38. Which run did this ship complete in just over 12 parsecs? I'm not a big Star Wars fan. I gotta tell you, I'm a Star Trek fan. Star Wars, I know I'm going to get letters, but no one watches these anyway. It's the Kessel Run. It is a Kessel Run. 1 point. Question 39. Name the movies. 4 points here in total. First one, Shawshank Redemption. Next one is Django Unchained. C is Maverick, and D, dude, where's my car? That, yeah, that worked when it came out. It worked back when people went to movies. 4 points in total for this one. It brings us to question 40, the final question of this round. Name the albums. A is Ween's Chocolate and Cheese. The next one is LP1 by FKA Twigs. C is Controversy by Prince. D is Candy-O by the Cars. E is Ramones by the Ramones. And F is Appetite for Destruction by GNR. I bought that one when I was on a field trip to Ottawa when I was in high school, and I played it for everyone, and I was a loser geek kid, and I played it for all like the rocker guys, and they were all like, this is the best. And that's how we bonded. 6 points. You never know what you can do. You can bond with people over music, and that's freaking awesome. 6 points in total for that one. A total of 38 points together in this round. How did we do? Put all your totals together for round 1 and round 2. You should have a total of 35 points in round 1, 38 points in round 2, bringing you for a total of 73 points. I'm Wade McElwain. I hope you had fun with this free pub quiz. Make sure that if you're playing this in a pub, thank the pub. You know, it's very difficult for pubs and punters alike. But we all want to get through this. You want to get out and drink and see your friends again, and these pubs want you to be there to do it as well. Thanks everyone for watching this quiz. This is the free pub quiz number 2. I'm Wade McElwain. Make sure you follow me, stalk me, just cuddle me and scratch my head. I really like that.